Sorry, I just need a drink. Hang on. Check that out. That's better. Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. You know why you're here, because it is the 36th annual British Tarantula Society exhibition on Sunday, and we cannot wait. So what I've done for you today, guys, is I am bringing on screen with me some of the committee members, and you can then have the chance to have a chat with them, ask them some questions. So let's bring on the organisers, the main people of the BTS show. We've got Razor and Tarantula.
Tarantula rock.
And I'll also get up now. We've got Mark and Kim. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, Kim's not with Mark just now, but
Kim will be making tea.
Making tea, bless her. I could do with a cuppa now. So I'm going to give the guys, I'm pointing this way, an opportunity just to introduce themselves for anybody that doesn't know who they are. And if you don't, then you're crazy. So, yeah, over to you, Ray.
I'm Ray Hale. I am the vice chair of the British Tarantula Society. And with Angela, who will introduce herself, we have organised the British Tarantula Society exhibition now for 27 years.
Crazy.
36. We started way back in the 9th one, and we continue to do it until we're old and grey.
So awesome.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm the secretary of the British Tarantula Society, and on the day of the British Tarantula Society exhibition, I'll be having a go at judging some of the artwork. Anyone who wants to put artwork into the competition and photographs, yeah, I'll be doing that bit.
Yay, that's awesome. And then Mark, that way.
Did you see it?
What do you do, Mark?
Me, I turn up missing. I do everything you tell me to do, Ray.
Nice, good.
Right answer.
Right answer.
I'm responsible
for
all the wonderful new designs of T-shirts that we're having, and the posters and the banners that you'll see new around the event. That's all my doing, because Ray told me to.
It's a team effort, Mark. Team effort.
Well, it is. A little bit. I still got the bruises from your team effort.
It's the way it should be.
Okay, so
you Tunnocks.
Come on, carry on.
Tunnocks
What are you eating?
Tunnocks.
Tea
He's
cake.
eating a Tunnocks tea cake.
That's unfair.
Oh, don't.
That's unfair.
No, I'm not going.
Because they ain't going to say no more.
No, Mark's finished now because he's got another 4 tea cakes to eat. So
No, I'm only allowed one a day.
So we've got a few people in the chat here on YouTube and somebody watching off of Facebook, but nobody's commenting except for George Hansen, who has said hello to everybody. Hi, George.
Hi, George.
So yeah, come on, people, comment. You know.
Well, I could always not have the show.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
no,
idea.
never.
If nobody can be bothered to come and talk to me, I could always just have the show for me.
Yeah, just for you.
Just close the doors and say, no, that'll do. You'd all be then, wouldn't you?
So on Sunday we open at 11, and if anybody wants to come and speak to us, I'll be on the door. Probably Mark when we start.
We'll be all on the door.
Somewhere near the British Tarantula Society table.
Yeah, so just go over, just find him. Obviously everybody's really busy, but if you can, you do want to have a chance to speak to people and, you know, interact, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, it has to be said. Normally for the first couple of hours, myself and Mark are on the door. We're pretty busy, but this is why now we've got a Chris.
Yes.
Who helps us out. We've got a few lads who help us out, you know, over the years.
Just come and say hi, man. Just come over.
He only came to say hello.
Dude.
Get on the door. He only came one year to say hello. Now he works for us on the door.
I know. he actually came to just drop me off.
You might escape one day. No.
You'll never escape now. No chance. So
that's it. Cuffs are on. There's no going nowhere.
I fucking love it. I love it.
Last year.
Don't swear.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I am so looking
Yeah.
forward to this weekend and actually having a beer with the guys.
Ah,
Ah.
see.
They
Likewise.
should be. Well, that's
it.
the whole point. I mean, you know, the whole point of the exhibition is it started 36 years ago, all those years ago, and literally it was supposed to bring people together. The whole point of it was to bring people together, because in 36 years ago, tarantula hobby was fairly new. You know, people didn't keep didn't have the range we had now, and literally we didn't organise it. They started the first show, which was in our founder's garage. In a place called it was in a tiny little sort of lock-up unit, and the first show attracted 12 people. There were 2 traders and 12 people.
That's 2 traders. Damn.
2 traders. I think one of them was probably Custom Aquaria.
It might have been Paul.
Yeah.
Paul Carpenter and Custom Aquaria. But now, of course, over the years, it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The hobby took off, and it's thriving today. It's absolutely thriving today, the hobby.
It is.
But you know, we continue to organise the event, and from our point of view, it is still about bringing people together.
Yeah,
That's the whole
hugely.
point.
I mean, for me, I remember going to my first one, and I remember I went, and I didn't really know anybody at all. You know, I'd watched them people on YouTube, but I didn't know anybody like personally. And look at me now. It's like, and Tarantulas did that, and the BTS did that because it was the first show I went to. So
You've just got to do it. You've just got to talk to people.
Yeah, it's so easy to talk to people. It's like my regular friends, if I try and talk tarantula to them, they're like, yeah, they're not. But I love it. I love it when you just get to with somebody and they're asking you questions and they want to know, or, you know, when you're swapping ideas and stuff. Yeah, it's just awesome.
But what I like about it is, and I've always liked about it, is that when we first started, and I think we're going back probably 30 years, 35 years, we were like so many in the hobby now. You know, we didn't know anybody. We went to a show. We weren't members of the BTS. We wandered around hoping that somebody would talk to us. Nobody did.
Yeah.
And we went, and nothing changes. And then a couple of years later, we went to another show, and then we started talking to people. And before we knew it, we were on the BTS committee. You know, so and even today, you know, it's so nice that when we meet people we've never met, usually in the bar or at the show, and it's nice 5 years later to see them still in the hobby.
Yeah.
People come, people go, but a lot of people stay in the hobby.
Yeah. I think I'm totally addicted. There's no way I'm getting out of it.
You're right, Amy. There's no way you're getting out of it.
Yeah, there's not. I wouldn't want to anyway.
It's Alcatraz for nothing. Once you're in, you can't escape.
That's it. Going nowhere.
It's the way to be.
Hotel California.
Yeah, it is like Hotel California. You can check out any time you like, but you cannot leave.
No.
So talking about the shows then, like the show, obviously where it is now, at the Warwickshire Event Centre, it's massive. It's a huge venue, and it gets filled, doesn't it? It's
Absolutely.
You know, drones of people come in. And you're saying that first one that you went to, well, obviously Ray, you sent me some photos, and I've got them here. So this is the photo of the Birmingham Nature Centre in 1993.
Oh,
there you go.
God, I remember that.
Well, there's a nightmare from the past.
Yeah.
So that venue, obviously, from the outside, it doesn't look big at all.
It wasn't.
It wasn't big inside. It wasn't
even big inside.
The biggest problem with that venue is that before that, prior to that, we were having our shows in Luton, where our old treasurer, our old secretary lived. And Luton suddenly put their price up to, believe it or not, they put their price up to nearly £800.
No.
And we're going back a bit. And what happened is one of the committee, I wasn't on the committee at the time, one of the committee suggested the Birmingham Nature Centre.
That was Ed Chase.
a guy called Ed Chase, and I wrote to Anne, because in those days we had pens and pencils, and I wrote to Anne and I said, you do realise that this venue's not big enough? And they went, yeah, it'll be fine. And I went, trust me, it's not big enough. And when we went on the day, oh my God, they had to install a one-way system.
No.
So if you saw a spider on table 1, by the time you got all the way back round, it had gone.
Oh,
there was a fight at the venue. There was a fight.
Imagine.
Right, there was an ambulance
The police and ambulance were called to that. It was just too small, and it was then, I have to say, and I've still got the letter. I wrote to the BTS, and I signed myself disgruntled of Birmingham, and I wrote in it, and I said, if you call that a show, then you're wrong. And I said, I can organise a better show. And Peter Kirk, bless him, wrote back and said to me, okay, do it. And so we went to Wood Green High School, which some of the older members will remember, and we organised the show, and we just went on and up and up and up and up. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I have to say, it became an obsession.
Yeah.
It does become an obsession.
Yeah, but you do amazing at it. Honestly, it's impeccable. Everything from start to finish.
When you've done it for 27 years,
it is the show. It is the show everyone talks about. It
is, yeah.
Mate, I love the other shows as well. I love like my friends' shows, but the BTS is.
It's another level.
Well, I mean, and the thing is as well, we were saying, just after that show, the Birmingham show, there were a lot of shows around at the time. We're talking mid-90s, and there were shows every weekend, and they were all in competition with each other, trying to outdo each other and make more money for themselves. Which is fine. Business, it's a business. But at the end of the day, we just stood in the background and just got bigger and bigger and pushed it and pushed it. We watched shows come and go. A lot of them went because of antis, to be honest, not spider shows, reptile fairs. And we just, and people should remember, way back in the day, we used to have reptiles at our shows. And we stopped having reptiles, not because we're anti-reptile. It was, we found that our membership were spider keepers, and they wanted spiders and insects.
Yeah.
And the feedback we got was, well, we love reptiles, but we want insects and spiders. So, and I think it was the right decision we made.
Yeah.
I think that was probably the year we met you, Mark, when you came down and traded at the show the first year.
It was well before then.
But you traded.
I've been to every single BTS show.
You have,
apart from the first, the one in the garage, and
how many years ago?
Chessington.
And Chessington.
Chessington. The second one we had was at Chessington Zoo.
Yeah. So for 34 years, I've been. I even turned up to the COVID one, and there was no one there.
That's true.
You turned up. That is dedication.
It's only because you had the bar was open.
There was even in Luton, even at the Luton shows, there was no reptiles.
No, but we introduced reptiles for about a year. I think we had 2 years, and then in the end we sort of decided that we were a spider club,
and it was a good job too, because when it all went sort of basically tits up for most of the shows that were running, they all had reptiles, and they all got shut down. So 1 year, the only 2 shows I think probably went off was the BTS and the AES at Kempton.
AES at Kempton, which are basically insect fairs. And I think that's why really, there's a lot of shows around now, which is great because the hobby is big enough for everyone. We've said that we support the other shows. We support the other shows just as they support us. Yeah. But I mean, with this year, with us, I mean, most of the shows have probably got 35, 40 traders. This year, we've got 86. 86 exhibitors. So
it's just mind blowing. It's so many, and I can't wait. I really honestly can't wait. I did a story on my Instagram, and the song I put to it was "The Greatest Show." And when I was just listening to that song, I was like, "Oh, it's the perfect song."
I did that.
It just it is honestly. I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Like throwing back, obviously, to back in the old days, if you want to say. I don't think the stress has done too bad. I think you guys have aged well. I mean, look, 1994.
Oh, what a good-looking lad.
Hey.
See, I mean, come on, this shows
early days.
Thanks for that.
That was the early days. My God, that was the early days.
it was. That was that was 1994, wasn't it?
1994. We lived in the Midlands.
We're on
and we
Midlands Today.
appeared. That was from a TV program called Midlands Today.
We were the notches at the end
We
of the
were,
news.
yeah, as Angela rightly points out, we were what we would. They class these days as the nutcase at the end of the news.
Oh no.
When they have nothing to report, let's put a pair of real freaks who keep tarantulas in their living room. But the truth is in those days, not many people did keep them. Graham, not many people did keep them, to be fair.
Yeah.
And so it was an unusual news report. These days, of course, it doesn't really. The guy who did it was Fred Dinage. If you remember Fred Dinage, used to be on the old ones. He used to be on the TV program How. He's a retired newsreader now. He's retired, but he came to our house. They plugged up about 4,000 lights. Sent my electricity clock spinning like a Catherine wheel, and then went.
So that's not the only news though, or news story that you guys have been in, because I also found this. So this is from the BBC News.
Yeah.
Let me just scroll down.
That's the
Rico.
The Eon room.
Yeah.
That's the smaller
first
room.
Rico show, wasn't it?
That was the.
That wasn't the biggest one.
What had happened? We had to move from the Cosley Leisure Centre. We just outgrew it, and we found the Rico Eon Centre, which is upstairs at the Rico Arena.
Yeah.
And we had that, and we were shocked. We filled it, and the next year we had to have it at the Rico Arena, which was also the place that Take That once appeared at. So there you go.
There you go.
But there was a lot of people at the Rico Arena. But again, necessity made us move. It was the cost of it. But we feel that the Warwickshire Event Centre is the best venue. It
is. It is. It's just perfect, isn't it? But
Organiser Ray Hale. Mr. Hale told BBC Live, it all started as a bit of fun. It did. It did. And you know what? The truth is, it still is fun, or we wouldn't do it, would we?
No.
Yeah.
You told me the other day, you said the fun lasted about 30 seconds. It's been hell ever since.
But the reality is, as I posted up today, we've met friends and we've met people who like Mark. We met Mark through the hobby 30 years ago, and you meet people who will be friends for life.
Yeah, and that's so true. That's so true.
This is why we say to people, Facebook is great, and social media is fantastic, but it does not beat face-to-face meeting someone.
Oh, absolutely.
And becoming their friend and
it doesn't.
Staying friends for life. And this is why, as I say, the main reason we still do the show is because it is so nice to see so many new people in the hobby. We're dinosaurs, our time has come and probably gone, but we still, it's so nice to see so many young kids in the hobby as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The next generation, as they say. The
next generation.
And do you know what they like? I think more children now are liking them before. It's like a lot of kids I speak to, and they're fascinated. They want to know more, and I love it. I just love that enthusiasm that they've got, and they just sucking in the info. I just mold them straight away. Hoppy pop. They can be a tarantula keeper.
It's the best way, to be honest. Is we need the kids. if you go back 30 years, we didn't have that many children in the hobby.
No.
I have to say it.
But there's better information now.
We didn't have that many women in
than
the
there
hobby.
was.
Yeah, well, you had to read a book back then.
Yeah, read a book. I remember reading books. Yeah, that's it.
Remember what books used to look like, Ray? They were like pages. And,
Yes.
It still does
And
all
what better
that.
book to read?
oh, I'll pass that here, Ray. Pass that here. So,
Here you go, mate.
oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. I'll have a quick read of that.
Well,
What better book-
I'm in it big time this
I believe
time.
there's an article by Amy in there.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's really good, and now I can do my full updates on Queenie.
And they're very
Everybody
nice
that knows her.
lectures.
I know.
Yeah. But the reality is, as I say, you know, there are a lot more people in the hobby now, and there's a lot more information that's accessible to people. Don't get me wrong; it's not all good information.
No.
You have to. It is a minefield out there. You have to pick and choose your information. But a lot of the old books are still relevant. You know, still
Hey,
relevant.
Angela.
So ask me a question. I'm ready.
So let me just see what's it Ian said. So there's so many fantastic people in the hobby and have made some lifelong friends through attending the various shows. Yeah, and that's how me and Ian met, you know. And Ian's a great guy. He's like my right hand man when it's for Balfouri, and you know. So yeah, it's so true, so true. So let's go back to the pictures because there's a couple that I wanted to ask you about. So this amazing cake.
Whenever we had a milestone, when we hit, it's a milestone in the club.
I think that's a show.
That is a show.
Yeah,
but whenever we hit a milestone in the club, like 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, and also at the event there was a guy, I can't remember his name, Andy. And he's still in the hobby, to be honest.
Well, Andy Matthews used to.
Andy Matthews.
Yeah.
His mum used to make
us a cake,
Yeah.
and every year they used to turn up with this wonderful cake, which we used to eat we used to wait until right to the very end and then scoff the lot.
That's such a cool cake, though.
Well,
So
we've had some great cakes over the years, haven't we? I mean,
She always used to bake a
she
cake.
always used to bake a cake for us, and Andy Matthews' mum. I remember that they were lovely as well.
Yeah,
but we had one for I think that was probably the 25th or the 30th. But whenever we have a milestone, in the hobby.
So the next one will be 40.
Andy
Next one will be
Matthews
40.
don't keep spiders anymore, but he still comes to the lectures. And
He's still around. He was Andy Matthews. He's one of the old guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got kids now.
And again, that goes to show, you know, people come and go in the hobby, but you still remain friends with them.
It's so true. It's so true. And
Yeah.
we've also got a picture here of Wood Green High School. You mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
So that's Hall 1. There you are.
There
you
I am.
are, Ray, on the corner there.
That's right.
Handsome
Oh,
devil.
dear.
Look at Smithy.
I know. But no, I mean, there's such a good picture. Obviously, you've got, like
Oh,
we said, the
there's,
the kids, and
Richard.
I mean, that was at Wood Green High School. At Wood Green High School, we moved there from the Birmingham Nature Centre. I think that was probably the first show that we'd done, or the second. And
that was 96, I think.
Yeah, and you can see that was a small hall, and we had another hall at the back. And then the next year we had to put the people in the two halls and the corridors.
Yeah.
And then we suddenly realised we just had to move. You know,
We had the gym at one point, didn't we? The gym
we
area.
had the gym in the little
And then
gym,
they put new floor in, didn't they?
and then we had they
we've
built
got
a
a hall.
big. Yeah,
That's the gym, isn't it?
that was the
Then they
second.
threw us out of that because
then-
they had a new floor.
Then what happened there? They decided to put a brand new floor in there and said, "Oh, you can't use this area again." So we moved. We moved. But you know what? What's really nice is all the venues that we've had. The venue owners have supported us. We've never had any problems at all with people. Touch wood, we've never actually lost a spider anywhere. The odd cricket.
Yeah, this.
The
Cricket, that's inevitable, isn't it? Surely.
The odd cricket, but certainly not spiders. But yeah, that was at Wood Green High School. But that was a good venue. That was a good venue. You know what is really strange is that I see a lot of people on Facebook saying, "Oh, you know, why don't you organise a show near me? I live in Dumfries," and things like that. And the truth is, we now, as you know, live in Eastbourne. We live on the south coast, and we still organise the event in the Midlands. Originally, we organised in the Midlands because we live there, but it would have been easy to bring the show down south, but we decided to keep it in the Midlands because it's central, and the Warwickshire is easy to get to.
And it's just the perfect place.
It is the ideal place. And I have to say, the staff have been fantastic.
Yeah, they are. They're so good.
You know, they're wonderful people, and they bend over backwards to help us. They really do.
And 2 days before we opened last year, I think the bloke who owned it,
passed away.
He had a heart attack and died.
Yeah, the owner of the WEC 2 years ago. He passed away a couple of days. Yeah, Chris. He was a nice guy. But his staff carried on. I have to give them the due. They did a great job for us, and they do a great job now. So we will stay there as long as we can, and as long as we're going.
And then I've also got a picture of, is it Cosley School?
Yeah, go on. Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that the same? No, because it looks similar, doesn't it? Because it's the sorry.
That's a different school. That's the
basketball.
It's that's a Cosley Leisure Centre. That's the sort of size hall that a lot of the shows, you know, are booking these days. And again, Cosley Leisure Centre was great. But again, we had to expand into 2 halls. Then it suddenly became the truth is you outgrow venues. And if you'd have asked me 27 years ago, would we be attracting 2,500-3,000 people to the event this weekend? I would have went, don't be silly. Never in the world. There's simply not enough people, but there really is, you know, and we will have probably 2,500-3,000 people through on Sunday.
But I mean, it absolutely, you can see just by the pictures as the years have gone on how much bigger it has got. So this was 2014.
No, that was the Eon.
Yeah. And obviously that's miles apart from, you know, the earlier ones that we're showing. And then obviously current last year. Boom. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, that's taken from the balcony, and that's looking down. But don't forget that goes round the corner as well.
It does. That's not all of it, is it?
No, it goes round the corner as well. And the truth is, as well, I have to say, if I got a bigger venue, I could fill it.
Yeah.
But I don't want a bigger venue because that's fine. It's great. We have no wish to expand it any further. You know, George Hanson.
Yeah.
Did you notice a steady growth of the show, or was there a point where it suddenly jumped? Up until Cosley's Leisure Centre, it was steady around about maybe about 500 or 600 people. When we moved it to the Rico Eon Lounge, it suddenly shot up to 1,500 because of advertising kicked in and social media was around.
Yeah.
When we moved it to the Rico Arena, my God, we just weren't expecting it. Yeah. It just took us out of the blue. Really, we walked into the venue and went, my God, the queue was ridiculous, and that was nearly, I think, 2,000 people. And then every show at the Warwick has just got more and more and more.
Amazing stuff.
And it's going to be a sunny day.
And the good news is
it's going to be a lovely day, isn't it?
It's going to be a cracking day. So people will be outside on the grass, and it'll be just nice. It'll be a nice day.
I'm so excited. Sorry.
I said it, believe it or not, so am I.
Have you saved your money?
Not all of it. I haven't got everything I need money wise, but I don't care. It's just the experience of being at the show, and at the moment I'm not getting any more tarantulas. So guys, right. No, depends. If I see one takes my fancy, you know. So let's just have a quick look because a few people have jumped in without me realizing. Sorry, hang on, wait. So we got Amy's Web. Hey Amy, how are you doing? It's good to see you here. So Amy came to the lectures because she was the one that won the ticket, the free ticket for the lectures.
Yes, I've seen it.
So it was amazing to spend the day with Amy. It really was. Who else have we got? Aaron Moon. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Spider. nice YouTube name there. Good evening to you. We've also got Soul Reaper here. Hi, everybody, saying, and Felicity's here. Hey, Felicity. And I did say hi to Angela, didn't I? We get to her one day. Angela lives up in Scotland, and I so wish that she could come to the BTS, but it's a bit too far. But we're going to make it happen, I'm sure.
You know, I have to say this, Amy. For the last 15 years, the first person in the queue has travelled all the way down from Scotland, and him and there's a guy from the Midlands called Chris, and they have a competition who can be first in the queue at the
first in the
show.
queue, and it's like every time
travel down every single year.
6
I
o'clock.
get there.
They arrive at the venue at 6 a.m. in the morning.
That's so cool.
Just to get first
this year.
So he needs an award then.
So this year, the one that gets there first, gets in free.
Yeah. Normally we get with the first guy in the queue, we give him a yellow jacket and say stand there.
Yeah.
But the two Scottish guys,
That's what happened to.
that's what happened to Chris.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. He's like, well, can I? What do you want? Yeah, here's a jacket.
Yeah, well, put this jacket on, mate. You're on the door. But yeah, the two Scottish guys, they come down.
Oh wait.
I need to see it.
So Ian says it's a shame that the Holiday Inn this year. Yeah, it is a shame about that, isn't it? But you've managed to find. Oh, go on.
I'll tell you what happened then, and it's no secret. I posted up. We have an events organizer company, a personal friend of ours, who helps us locate hotels. And for the last couple of years, we've been able to get the Holiday Inn at a good price. We negotiate the price, and we booked 60 rooms through them.
It was 70 last year.
I think 70 last year, and it was really good. And then this year we approached them again, and because of COVID, it has to be said, a lot of hotels have put the prices up. They've gone mad, and we were happy to book it, but then people started to try and book the Holiday Inn, and they were being charged silly prices. So we contacted them, and they basically said, "Look, if you want the rooms, you have to pay this much."
Yeah.
And basically, I said, "Well, no, because I feel you're ripping us off." And I'm not ashamed to tell it. The Holiday Inn. I mean, there are people at the Holiday Inn this year, but they ripped us off. You know.
So it was probably cheaper for people to book
on
Booking.com anyway.
So and the truth is as well, we did have a good night in the bar last year. There's no doubt about it. But this year we have organised, just so you know, across the road from the Holiday Inn Express is the Moorings pub.
Yeah.
And we have. I made a special trip. It's a hard job, but someone had to do it. I made a special trip to the bar to test the beer, to make sure. Well, Angela did. I say we made a special trip, and we've organised on the Saturday night the Moorings pub. They said they will accommodate it. I'm not sure they know what they're letting themselves in for.
No, I'm not sure they know.
I would say, Ian, if you're coming or anything like that, and you want to, you pre-book the meals, because like every pub these days, they are busy.
Yeah. So make sure you book it.
It's a nice pub. The Moorings. I think we've been in, haven't we, Mark? Have you been in?
Yeah.
It's a nice pub, to be fair, and it literally is across the road from the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
But yeah, by all means, we'd love to see people. We'd love to see people on the Saturday evening, wouldn't we, Mark?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool if we can all get together. It'd be amazing.
Never been to the BTS. We see that every year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, needs to get.
There was a comment on
there.
Facebook. Well, maybe not a month ago. A few weeks ago, someone said they'd never heard of the BTS.
I've said that, haven't they?
It's strange. I've seen a few comments on various sites where they've said, "What's all this about? I've never heard of the BTS show."
Or well, even the society.
Even the society, you know, and you know, at the end of the day, we have a place in the hobby, the BTS. We're not as influential as we used to be. It has to be said, because the information's already out there. But people should remember, in the early days when the information wasn't there, it was dinosaurs like us that basically we're spreading the word. But we understand that. We understand that times change, and we've tried to change with them. But it is sad when someone's never heard of the BTS show. I have to say.
It's like, I don't know. I remember, at one point I had never heard of it, and then I did, and was because I was keeping tarantulas before I found out about the BTS and everything else.
Did you know how I found out about the first BTS show I went to? Do you know how I found out about it?
No.
Because I used to buy. You can remember Exchange and Mark magazine?
Yeah.
But in the back of there, used to be Ian Wallace used to advertise spiders, and then there was this tiny little notification from Anne Webb saying British Tarantula Society exhibition, Luton. It might have been the Luton one.
Luton Hightown.
Yeah, the very first Luton one. And I thought, look at this. And I was like, I tell you what, and we drove there, and that was literally just the start of it.
It's true.
And went the following year. Then I printed some stickers for Anne. I said, "Oh, you're right, Anne. Here's some window stickers. I'd donate them to." And that was it. Then
that was it. You were in.
I was like, I couldn't escape. So that was it.
Well, I saw our first show. We were sitting.
He booked a table for 25 people.
He's booked a table for 25. Well done, Ian. Good man. Good man.
Go on, Ian.
I bet that's made them very, very happy.
I bet.
The manager in there, a guy called Riyadh, is a really nice fella. And I did say to him, I said, you do realise once I put this on the web, this will go viral and you will be very busy.
Yeah.
So that's it. To be fair, it's a really nice pub.
So really cool. Nice. Well done, Ian.
Good one, Ian. We'll see you there.
Absolutely.
Lager.
We'll be there.
Hey, Jeremy. Good to see you, dude.
Jeremy's Wild World.
Jeremy's trading, isn't he?
He is.
Yes,
I know.
He is,
yeah. I know. I've spent about 6 months on the floor plan, and then I still get people phoning me up and saying, "Can I have extra 6 tables, please?" I won't mention names, but they know who they are.
But once you've done the plan, like, I can imagine that you'd feel well screwed.
Well, the plan has been done for just 2 seconds.
It's Catalina wine mixer.
Look at
floor
it.
Plan. This is my floor plan, and I've been working on this now for 6 months.
Changed a lot.
It's been changed a lot. It's now gone to the venue. And the venue have put all the tables out. So if you want any more, tough.
Mark, read the message.
I can't wait to see Mark about the pokey tattoo. Oh yeah, no problems.
Do you know a tattoo artist, Mark?
I know a really good one.
That's okay.
Yeah,
I want to talk to you as well about a tattoo.
I'm currently taking bookings for November.
That's right. I'm thinking more kind of next year anyway.
Cool. That's fine.
Well, the lectures is
best thing you can do is come down. I always keep the Friday before the lectures for people to come down and have tattoos.
I'll have to book that then.
I always end up tattooing John Shelfordez.
You asked what I asked.
I've tattooed Chris Fox.
You've tattooed a lot of people on the Friday.
Eddie Heim Jensen. Who else? Peter Kirk.
If
anybody does want a tarantula related tattoo, the best time to come and see me is the Friday before the lectures event. And
do it.
And then you can come to the lectures.
And then obviously come to the lectures as well. That's part and parcel.
Yeah, absolutely. What was just saying that. Let's just do a quick advert for that. Early bird tickets, people. The lectures. If you go now and book now, then you're going to get a discount. So get to it. That's what I say. That's going to be awesome.
Well, I mean, the lectures have been running for what, 22 years now, Mark? 21, 22 years?
It's coming up to our 23rd year now.
So it's you know, we just try and keep relevant in the hobby, to be honest, and you know, and that's why we do it. It's just nice to, you know, the internet's fantastic, but as I keep harping on about, it does not beat
face to face.
speaking to people.
Buy him a pint, talk to him.
Can you turn it down, please?
Playing a game, don't blame
It's
her.
called social, but it's not very social.
Yeah,
You really need to
You
speak
want
to
to.
people in person, and then you get to know them. Then you can talk to them on social media, and you know who they are. It's like years ago we used to have when the forums were massive, because obviously Facebook didn't exist. You know, we used to have loads of people on there and had no idea who they was because they were all under pseudonyms.
yeah.
So we put an end to all that, and you said you had to register with your real name. We go, oh no, I can't do that. Now everybody on Facebook. I mean, I used to get people when Facebook started up. Obviously, you had to register with your real name. And they would message us on the forum, say, "Oh, what have I got to use my real name? People might know who I am and might stalk me or send
Might talk to me."
And I'm going, on a minute, you're on Facebook. 55 million people around the world know who you are, and you're worried about a forum with 2,500 people on it. We're all into the same thing as you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the key, really. I mean, you know, I love people to come and chat. There was a couple at the bar last year. I remember, and she's I can't remember her name for the life of me, but she was lovely, and her husband, and it was their first show. Never stayed at the hotel before. Never met anybody in the hobby. Lovely couple. Got their 2 little kids with them, and I saw them standing at the bar, and I thought they're just standing there, going, "Oh, who shall I talk to?" And I just went over and had a chat with them. And they turned out to be 2 of the nicest people. They've got 2 lovely little kids. She'll know who she is. And I think they're coming to the show this year again, because, you know, and she posted a really nice comment saying it was so nice for somebody like me to talk to them. I'm thinking, well, I'm just the organizer, you know, I'm just a spider keeper. But it was well appreciated. And
off the press.
Woo, t-shirts.
Yeah, that they're working late to get these done.
Yes. That's so cool.
Nice.
How about that then, eh? And
Very
they look
nice.
really good too.
There you go.
As I say, they're nice.
It is pretty cool. That comment's for you, Mark.
Oh, sorry, where? I love the darkness of the back on your hand. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Felt pen.
These are all done.
Sharpie.
These are all done in Borneo, and this one I just had done in the Philippines. That one, and then that one.
Yeah.
I can't even do my own fingers. And
I would just point out that Mark was working out there.
Oh,
he was out there.
That's why.
We weren't paying for him to go.
No. I pay for myself, and I was working.
Okay, can you do tattoos like that, Mark?
What
Stick and
hand
poke? Yeah.
No, I've never tried.
He's never tried.
To them, but I leave
Chris said you can try on him.
I leave it to my friends who do it. I mean, this scorpion, I've had so many comments over that.
I love that.
Went to America and I literally was stopped everywhere I went. Say, "Why would you get that done?" And I was like, and they all wanted to take a photo to try and copy it. I said, no, sorry.
No, it's yours and yours only.
Well, actually, saying that, Ellie's got one now. She's had it done, not here on her hand, and I think there was 2 or 3 other people came down to when Lynn was working at our studios. They came down, but they had variations of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool.
So talking about the merch anyway, so we've got the amazing hoodies and t-shirts. So they're going to be obviously on sale at the show, and also posters, phone charger. Now mugs, but that's not the only mug, is it?
That's what we're calling the Goliath.
The Goliath mug.
The Goliath mug, because that mug, that'd be great for growing plants in, to be perfectly honest. It's a big old mug, and it's got multi-uses. That is a real cup of tea.
So it's a multi-use mug then.
A multi-purpose mug. We still have got some of the smaller ones left, but that's a giant mug. When Martin showed me that and I went, blimey, look at the size of that. That is a good old mug.
I'm going to definitely grab one of those.
Yeah, morning
That's a good
coffee
one.
mug.
That's a proper mug, really.
And then obviously the sports
Yeah.
bottle.
The
These are
sports
amazing.
bottles.
Yeah,
the
So
sports
good.
bottles that we should have been with us last year, but various issues, they didn't
Brexit.
arrive in time.
Big as well.
They didn't arrive in time.
Didn't get there in time.
We've got them now. There's lots of other stuff, you know.
And there is loads of other stuff, isn't there? There's not just that.
Yeah, there's we got other mugs and I know there's car stickers and there's quite a bit of other stuff there. But please come along and you know to the BTS stand, because you know we want you to join the club.
Yes, massively.
It's what it's all about.
And get this fantastic journal.
Fantastic journal.
Let's do it again.
That's the one. And we get 3 of those a year, and it's just nice. And also, of course, it means that if you join, you can enter in a wonderful competition.
Yep.
The spider comp. There we go.
Certificates are ready.
Look,
You
they're
think
ready.
you'd rehearsed that, Amy, by the way you did that.
I know. I've got it all planned. You see, I just wait until you say
competition.
something.
I mean, that competition started off as a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And we used to get about 3 or 4 people enter, and it was same old people, and it was just nice. And we give a rosette and a little trophy and a little cup. And then suddenly people started getting really serious about it. And I think, you know, last year we probably had 50 or 60 entrants, and they are really, really serious about their spiders. You know,
I know.
And when they win the best in show, they're over the moon.
Let's look at them again. That prizes there.
mean, it's nice. It's nice. I mean, you know, and it's nice to have a. I mean, at one time, Jean-Michel Valdez, bless him, his entire room was full of trophies.
Yeah.
He was the man in the hobby.
No.
That's what you want here in the Goliath coffee drinker mug.
We've got this one. Mug
Coffee
eye.
I might steal that.
Yeah. Steal that, Ray, like you steal everything else.
Yeah, I might steal that one and put that on the price list, courtesy of George.
Yes, do it. It'll be so cool.
Write that
I was
down.
going to ask you something else. Oh, so with the awards, the Tarantula Crafts, if you like, who is it that judges it, or is that something that you can't reveal?
Normally it's Peter Kirk.
Yeah.
The chairman, but Pete obviously just had a knee operation, so unfortunately he can't make it. He's unavailable, which is understandable. It's normally the chairman, so this year it'll be me as vice chairman. Mark's involved as well. He doesn't know yet, but he is. Mark's involved. Stuart Longhorn, our treasurer guy, he's up there. And Angela will be judging the artwork and the photography. Angela's an artist, as you know, great artist.
I know, amazing
artist. And a good photographer. So Angela will be doing that, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll get a lovely certificate.
And so it's members that can enter the tarantulas, but non-members can enter the photography and the artwork.
Yeah,
is that right?
We like, to be honest, we like people to be members to enter the competition, and that's not because we want people to give us their money or anything. But it's just that it shows you're serious. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, there's an awful lot of tarantula keepers out there, a lot of websites, a lot of Facebook sites. Not all of them are members, which is fine. You know, and we just think it should be something for our members, people who support the club. You know, I mean, we could quite easily hand all those trophies over to traders who've got the best tarantulas in the world. Yeah. But we just want to try and keep it a little bit special. But this year as well, we've asked Andrew Smith, the retired chairman of the club. He'll be getting involved as well with. I mean, you all know Andrew Smith.
Never heard of him.
No, he'll be helping us judge as well. If we can prize him away from his love tarantula stand for 5 minutes, he will actually come and help us as well.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. And Ian says that he has a title to defend. Ugh. See, Ian's all serious.
What did Ian win last year?
Was it the best African, I want to say, but I might be wrong.
Stiff competition this year. Mary Walters.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mary Walters. Hello, Kim.
Hello.
Mary
Hey,
Walters
Kim.
is back.
You get caught in the shower.
Was it raining?
she actually smells clean for a change.
A lady who's famous in the hobby, Auntie Mary.
Auntie Mary.
Back in the day, everybody called Mary Walters Auntie Mary. She was a legend in the hobby. She's been poorly just recently, but she's back.
I see Guy says take Andy away from us as long as possible.
Yes, I just saw that.
What did he say? We'll do, Guy. Of course, Guy. We could ask Guy to judge.
That might be a better idea, actually.
Hey. So Ian won Best Asian, with his Pocotheria Tigrino Salai.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
I remember it well.
Stunning tarantula.
I remember it.
But
Well, over the years, we have had some stunning spiders entered. Absolutely great, you know.
So Amy said, how do you enter for future reference?
Basically, on where the BTS stand in the hall, at this end of the hall, there's a competition stand, and basically what you do is you put your spider in a clear plastic tub with no name on it. We don't want to know your name, to be perfectly honest. Not until you've won, in case we know you, and
we need to know.
We get accused of favouritism.
Hold on, we need to know a name because we won't be able to.
Oh well, we know the names, but we have to put
it down on a ticket.
We put a raffle. We give you a raffle ticket, and then we sellotape the raffle ticket so you can claim it back at the end.
We have to know the names.
We know the names. You put your name on it, but
otherwise
we're not interested in substrate and things like that or setups. Yeah. We are judging the spider.
Just a tub, nothing in it,
a clear tub. And then basically we'll look after it for you, and then at the end of the day, you will get it back.
And that's what I will be doing this year, isn't it?
You will be involved in that.
Yes,
definitely.
So don't worry.
Yeah, depending on who turns up on the day.
Yeah.
But yes,
spiders.
And Ian says, can you enter spiders for different classes?
You can. You can enter a spider in each category. To be perfectly honest, what you can't do is one guy tried to do last year was enter for best in show.
Yeah.
Because the best in show is judged from all the other categories.
Yes.
He goes, oh well, mine will win anyway, and I went, well, you can't enter best in show. It's we choose that. But yeah, you can enter for different classes. Yes. I mean, there are things we look for as well.
As many as you like, can't you?
You can. I mean, there are things we look for as well.
Scorpions
as well. Don't forget. We have scorpions.
Oh yeah, scorpions as well.
The scorpion, that's always worth an entry. But you know that there are certain things we look for in spiders. You know, if it's overfed or if it's underfed, if it's got all of its legs. Sounds silly, but you know that we know this happens. Is it true to its? Is it identified correctly? Because to be fair, there's a lot of spiders out there misidentified. But yeah, it was a little bit of fun, but now it is taken quite seriously. But please enter a spider.
Yes, absolutely, enter it. I mean, I haven't myself, and obviously I can't now anyway. But I never did before, although I would have liked to. But for me, it was more the transportation of the spider. I just wasn't. I was like, I don't know. I think I could have done it, and it would have probably been fine. But just my kind of nerves kicked in.
No, I mean there is that to it as well. I mean, you know, particularly some of the New World spiders, your red knees and your brachypelmas, they do get awfully stressed. Whereas some of the Asian tarantulas tend to be a bit more robust.
I
don't know.
I'd love to enter my Thelictopia gold black if there was a true spider category. Well, you never know, Jeremy. This year there isn't, but you never know.
You never know.
We were going to do a true spider category.
We did think about it, and we also thought about best invert. You know, doing just an invert category.
I think the biggest concern with true spiders is the fact they teleport.
Yeah, they are quick.
And we didn't, it's
Yeah.
like literally getting them out for the to photograph them for the for the journal and stuff.
Won't be able to.
One minute you've got your heteropoda
Gone.
sat there, next minute is gone. So
And the other thing to remember is that we are basically a tarantula society.
that's very
Yeah.
true.
You know, and the competition is intrinsically for spider keepers to enter spiders and other arachnids, and really sort of entering true spiders, because there are quite a few true spiders around now. That's just fine, but certainly we are mainly a tarantula society.
Yeah.
And that's what we know.
Right. Hold on a sec.
And so Amy also said, how do you enter into the photography?
You just put, if you've got a really good photograph, it could be anything, it can be a macro photograph, it could just be a general, as long as it's spider or scorpion related, I suppose.
It needs to be printed.
It needs to be printed off. We can't look at them digitally. It needs to be printed to actually physically put in the competition.
Someone did ask me, particularly the artwork as well. Could I enter from home, lol?
You just answered his question that you wouldn't be able to enter.
No, you have to.
It has to be.
We can't. You know, if we said it was open to digital categories, my God, I'd be opening messages forever. It's the same with the artwork, really. Someone asked me last week, could they enter artwork created on an iPad? You know, and to be perfectly honest, we have no issue with that. Artwork is artwork, as long as it's printed off.
Yeah.
I mean, one year a little girl won, and she'd made a spider with macaroni, which was actually quite good, to be fair. She glued little strips of macaroni to a piece of paper, and it looked like a spider. And it was actually quite good.
So cute. But the kids, getting the kids involved, with the drawings.
Kids to be involved. We want adults as well, but we want the kids to be drawing, because these are the guys who we need to be nurturing for the future taxonomists.
Yeah.
Pass us a beer, Mark.
Huh?
Pass us a beer.
Yeah, go, mate.
I ain't got nothing, mate. It's
we're minor catastrophe in the garden bar. So
have you? Yeah, he's got his own bar, and it's typical.
So we have anyway. You have generously given me to give away some tickets to the show, so we can now do that if you wanted. Woohoo, 2 tickets. Now we're saying it might not be time enough for you to post them to whoever wins.
Well, I can try and post them tonight.
But
whereas it's Thursday tomorrow. I mean, what I would do is I can leave these on the door, and people can pick them up as they come through the door.
Just give us the name, and we'll write the name.
I'll write the name on, or Angela will write.
Or if they're on Saturday night, Ray, you can pass it to them then.
Yeah.
If
they're there,
if they're in the moorings on Saturday night, if they win, then obviously I can do that. And I would just like to say I am not open to bribes on Saturday evening.
So
that would be unprofessional now. It's no problem. But by all means, 2 tickets are sitting here waiting for someone.
So I'm just going to set up the StreamYard random picker tool.
And if Guy Townsley wins, he can't have them.
What shall we do? So if we do 36th and no, let's not do that one. That might be too much for people. What should we do as the hashtag for people to put in the chat?
Let's hashtag BTS Expo.
Hashtag BTS Exhibition.
Perfect.
Hashtag best show in the world.
Oh God, I'm losing the plot now. There it is. There you go. So I'll just share the screen so that you can see guys in the chat. No, that's the wrong button. Go away. Can you hear a feedback at all, or is it okay? Okay, darling.
Hear a little bit.
Yeah, can you turn Dad's phone down for me, darling?
It's too late now. It's Wednesday now. If we did on it Friday, it would have been time.
Okay.
It's not time enough.
Right.
No, it's okay. I know you can't go on the post.
There you go. So it is. Let's do the start collecting. Let me get off that page, and you'll see it better. Best show in the world. That's all you got to write in the comments. Make sure it's hashtag best show in the world. I'll give you a few minutes to do that. Whilst actually, let's get this out. Let me see if I can get that smaller on the screen. No, not that way. Not that way. All right, that'll have to do. So yeah, hashtag best show in the world. Let's give him some time. But I printed off the list of the traders, and it's absolutely huge. But I noticed that there's quite a few traders, whereas this is their first time trading at the BTS.
A lot of new guys.
So the new ones we've got Charlotte's Web, Jumping Spiders, and Assorted Inverts. E&L, is it Bindings? Invert Craft?
E&L Bindings, yeah. That's cuddly spiders and stuff like that. I have spoken to the lady in question, so yeah, they look good. So,
and is this
Martin's trying to log in?
Sorry,
Martin Nicholas is trying to log in.
Oh, is he? Can he do it?
The link isn't working. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, it should do. Is he clicking the right link?
No,
Martin Nicholas we're talking about.
Yeah, I'll send it to him direct. 2 seconds. There you go. Right, I've sent it to him directly, so he should get it.
Who else have you got, Amy?
Doing that from Facebook.
So no, he's not. So and this is Dave's little beastie's first time trading.
Yeah. It is.
He's awesome. Bedroom breeder. I like that.
Yeah. Bedroom breeder. Yeah.
That's a lucky name.
And that's tarantulas, and then beetle. Is it Imago?
Beetle Imago. They're new guys. Yeah, I have to say, there's been. What's really good is this year we've had a lot of new guys come on board. Who I have to be honest, I'd never heard of, and they've all come on board, and and it's nice because we get a lot of traders who only trade with us.
Yeah.
The other shows have got a great. Don't get me wrong, a great selection of traders, but just looking at their lists and you think, well, I don't know any of these guys, but rest assured we will after this year.
Yeah.
We'll know them all.
Absolutely. So Beetle Imago, that's captive bred stag beetles.
Yes.
That's going to be pretty awesome. Tarantulas Wild and Tame is new.
Yes.
Rick's Bug Room.
Yeah.
That's Mantis. Who else we got? Michelle Sutton. I've got one of her rocks that she painted, and it's just so cool. If you can see it, I might need to put myself back on the screen a bit bigger.
I think Michelle trades at the AES show, and we approached her, and she said and we welcome Michelle this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Her artwork is amazing. So it says invertebrate rock. I had to get it. So who else have we got? Oh God, I've mixed up my pages now. Herp Mania, Decor and Accessories. Nicola Erdale Designs, Greeting Cards and Art.
I have to say her greetings cards are excellent.
Yeah. You might have to get some of them. They'd be cool.
They are
Christmas
good.
Just do Christmas ones.
I think they're blank, so send somebody a spider card for Christmas.
Absolutely, why not? Just tarantulas.
Yeah, they're new, but I think Kelly's quite well known in the hobby.
Yeah, probably. Mantodius.
Mantodius, yeah.
Mantodius. Oh my God.
Mantodius.
Mary's Little Keepers.
God bless Mary. She's back.
She's back.
And the good thing I have to say about Mary as well is Mary is she's one of the true giants of the hobby, and she's running a raffle, and she's not doing it for any profit. All the proceeds she's making on the day are coming back to the BTS.
Yeah.
And then the BTS are donating that to Parkinson's UK.
Amazing.
All money that Mary collects on the day, because Mary's got Parkinson's these days, so she's not well. So
Yeah.
we said, look, she said, well, I want you to have the money, and I said, well, we will donate that money to Parkinson's UK. So any money collected by Mary will make sure you
go over to her table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do nothing else, go out, because you know she's giving spiders away, and she's asking for donations, which she's a lovely lady. Anyone who knows Mary, she's a lovely lady. Lovely lady.
Big up to her.
Definitely.
Hello, Mr. Grindler's Creatures. All right, Jaden, how you doing? Yeah, amazing. And also, who have we got? There's other ones. Enclosures Limited. Tarantulas.
Yeah, that's. I think she's making obviously enclosures.
Yeah.
as the name suggests.
Neo Rep.
Neo Rep. I believe they're sort of dry goods and things like that.
Yeah, it's. It says enclosures.
Yeah, Neo. I mean, I have to say, we have got a number of people who do enclosures. Everybody's got their favourite. I know mine and Mark's favourite have always been glass tanks from Custom Aquaria.
Yeah,
this one here. Matt's a very close friend of the club. Has supported us from day one, and there are a lot of great enclosures out there. But I have to say, we have always used glass. We prefer it. It's a bit heavy on the shelves, but
it is a bit, but they do look great, don't they?
Yeah, glass tanks do.
Because I've got a few up. I don't know if I can.
On.
It's on this side.
Yeah, glass tanks. Yeah, you can't beat a glass tank.
So my arboreals are there, but I want to get rid of all of the plastic.
And I have to say about Matt, and I know he's not watching because he's about as internet friendly as Matt is probably one of the nicest blokes in the hobby.
Yeah,
without a shadow of a doubt. You can't miss him. He looks like Jesus.
So Amy says that E&L binding is Leah from Unusual Pets.
That's right.
I know Leah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, I think Ian said Tarantulas Wild and Tame were there last year.
Yeah.
It's Mark Harrison, his son, but obviously
that's right.
Changed
the thing is, we get as well, and it's really strange, is when they turn up, we know who they are. But when we actually, because they give them, they have great names like Bugs Realm, for instance.
And then it's
we know them. We know them from old. But what I would say is, when you come into the door to get in, because Mark will be on the door in the morning, same with me. When people will walk up and go, "Hello, my name's Sam Carver," as and then we'll go, "You're down as Bug Realm."
Yeah, you've got to.
You don't know everybody's name, so be prepared to be scrutinised.
Yes.
I got my rubber gloves.
And for goodness sake, wear the wristband.
Yeah, because the people at the WEC
don't know everybody.
Don't know anyone.
And
no, of course they don't.
And that we have told them, no wristband, no entry. Even that's for everybody,
Yes, and make sure that you're wearing your wristband, whether you're a trader or somebody that's just there to buy.
Exactly.
Best in show, hashtag best in show, best show in the world. Get that into the chat if you haven't already, for your chance to win a pair of entry tickets to Sunday's show. Exciting stuff.
I might enter that. Looks okay.
Give it a go.
The fact I'm sitting here with 2,500 wristbands. 3,000, yeah, nearly 3,000 wristbands on my desk.
That's cool. Right, so I'm going to shoot with this then. If I don't think anybody else is going to enter. Got it already. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is... It's George Hanson. Congratulations,
George Hanson.
George. Woohoo. Okay, George. So you just you're going to try. Did you say you was going to try and post it?
No, just tend to rock up to the door at 11 o'clock, and I'm sure I reckon if that's what he looks like, Although there's a lot of men with a lot of beards. You know,
A
just tell me
lot of
who you
women
are
with
and
beards.
we'll sort it. And there'll be 2 tickets waiting for him.
He seems happy. Are you getting told to go to bed, Angela?
It's the
Yeah,
cat.
yeah.
It's
She says, you know what time it is?
Our cat. She goes, no, there's no way.
She did that last time we did the stream, didn't she?
Bless her.
Quickly.
You don't like the crusts on your bread? Just get Thomas Hillian.
Oh, okay.
Just took all the crusts on the
Random.
bread and gave Thomas it.
Nice. Yeah, so congratulations, George. That's awesome. So if anybody has any more questions, or you guys think that there's anything more that you feel needs to be said, then we can kind of wrap this up.
I think to remember on our Facebook page, there is, it's pinned at the top, everything you ever wanted to know about the Tarantula exhibition but were afraid to ask.
Yeah.
And I think there's about 20 or 30 questions. You know, one thing, there used to be a cash point in the venue that was taken out, which was the bank's decision, not the venue. But there are a number of good cash points in the area, ASDA, and
Yes.
also most of the trailers take card,
Yeah. Amy,
including the BTS.
Amy's web. It says, is it true that people that came to the lectures and dinner can come in for free? Well, that's true. They just got to find a pass.
That is true, which will be in the capable hands of. Miss
Well,
Kate.
I didn't know that. So
Yes.
thanks, Amy.
So
They can't come in earlier.
Yes,
so
they're
they
coming
can't come in earlier.
Come
They
in
can
earlier.
go to the front of the queue.
But they
They
can't
can
come
have
in.
a ticket, but they can't come in any early. They can just come in with
At
you know,
11.
at 11.
Wicked.
Also, if they have a guest with them, they still have to queue.
They
So
do.
only the person who came to the lectures is allowed in
Yeah.
and at 11, not any
Well,
of their
unless they
guests.
both came.
Yeah, unless obviously they both came, but only the people who were at the lectures. If they are a trader and they are already inside the venue, then they don't get a free ticket. So it's only for people who are
We know who they are.
who queue outside.
Yeah.
Other people who
Yeah.
get in early and
It was something we put in a few years back, and it's just nice, you know. We try and encourage people to come to the lectures.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and it is nice. It's a nice thing to do. I mean, we have to have the lectures like we have to have the show, and that's why we do it. So, but yeah,
So the lectures again. There you go. It's on the 2nd of March, 2024. But the early bird tickets are on sale now. So grab them whilst they're still discounted. When does the early bird stop?
And well, they're online now, and they're going to be there for probably a week, and then it's back to normal prices.
Okay.
And obviously,
which could I say is still a bargain.
You can
Still a bargain. It is still a bargain. It really is.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, if there's any other questions anyone's got.
So Amy says that she'll be queuing with a youngest person who's autistic and needs 2 people.
To be honest with you, normally we're not ogres.
There you are.
We may look mean and horrible and nasty.
I am.
Well, she is. But we're not ogres. So you know, we normally say to people, we use common sense. You know, we don't turn people away, and if someone's got special needs, we accept them. It is a great venue for special needs people as well, kids as well. You know. And we make a big fuss.
Okay, Ian.
Oh, yeah.
See you Sunday. Well, see you Saturday.
Saturday, Ian. Saturday.
See you
We'll be there.
Saturday.
Definitely.
Then Graham says, thanks for tonight, guys. I'll see you all on Sunday. You're beautiful people.
Well, it's nice of you to say. Still got it after all these years. Although I did prefer the photographs you showed earlier.
Should we show that again for anybody that missed it? Shall we? Come on.
Go on, let's have a look. Remind me what it used to be.
And Jan changed one bit, but Ray looks different.
Yeah.
Angela, you've not changed a bit.
No, you haven't. That's really annoying. That is annoying.
I didn't show this one.
I hope. There's a few.
Oh my God, look at that one.
There's my previous bouncer, Lee.
Doing his
Big
very
opener
best
there.
camp pose.
That guy.
Oh, there he is. That was after the show.
Yeah, right.
We can see we're absolutely. That was. I think that was at one of the service stations on the way back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We. I have to say a little story on that
It
one.
might be on the way
Go
there.
on.
Got like a breakfast.
Lee, bless him, the guy with me. He was wearing contact lenses, and he forgot to take them out for 3 days.
Oh,
And
no.
He was at the services, and the tears were streaming down his face because he could not get these contact lenses out. They were glued to his eye. He
went to sleep in them.
He went to sleep in 3 days. He slept in his contact lenses. There's a lesson for you all.
Ouch. All I'm going to say is ouch.
Never travel with people with contact lenses.
Angela, sorry, Angela.
Listen, now there's Angela. That's years ago.
Oh God, that's so old.
That-
look at you in the background.
That has got to be 10, 12 years ago.
I've still got that T-shirt. I'll be in it on Sunday.
We still have got
Yeah.
a t-shirt.
They were rugby shirts, weren't
Yeah, still got.
Andy's still got that
they? Still
beard.
got ours.
Still got-
Mine's too
That's a
big.
cool
for me now.
photo.
Andy's still got that beard. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Of course, our hair has gone back to its natural colour, Mark.
Yeah, I stopped. Yeah, this is my natural color. Yeah, I've had this since I was 15.
Yeah. Very true. So that's all your photographs, thank God.
Yeah, I don't think I got any more. You didn't send me no more.
I know. Not if you're
I
going to
was
use them like that. You know what's really nice is we have literally there's Georgie's yeah, it's there. That's just to say that they are from Pet Rock and Roll. So yes, they'll be waiting for him. In fact, if he's in the pub on the Saturday night, we'll make sure he gets them then.
Awesome stuff. We'll make sure you get them. No matter what,
Okay.
you can come find any of us, I'm sure. We'll see.
We just want to add, is that the BTS show is for everybody.
Special guest alert.
No.
Oh, look.
It's Thomas.
Look at one of them.
Look at Angela's cat. Come here. Leave him there.
This is our grumpy cat.
Hi.
It's our only cat, to be fair. Yeah.
That's Tom.
Yes.
Moaning.
But yeah, as I say, come to the show. Come to the night before. Come to the show. Have a great. Come and say hello to us. But it's nice. At the end of the day, people forget that we organise this show, but it's our hobby as well.
Yes.
And we love spiders like everyone else, and so please come and say hello to us.
Yeah, please do.
But to be fair, if I look like I'm going somewhere in a hurry and the steam coming out my ears, which is normal, perhaps speak to me later.
Come back and find him later.
Yeah, when I've calmed down a bit.
Well, I for one, and obviously Chris and Mini Rock, we cannot wait. We're so excited for it, for the whole time, the Saturday and the Sunday. Even though it's a lot of hard work, everybody that volunteers in helping at the show, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it.
Well, I have to say a big thank you to the volunteers who have volunteered their time to come along for us. So because we exist because of people like the volunteers.
Yeah.
As we get older, we need more and more volunteers.
So if you ever, anybody watching, if you ever want to volunteer, then Ray is the man to get a hold of. Because
this year we're stoked with volunteers. We got lots.
We're okay.
Next year I shall be certainly looking for people who are going to help us, and basically helping us on the day. You give us a couple of hours work and then you get in free, and the rest of the day is yours. So we don't work you to death, except Chris, obviously. You understand?
He don't mind. He don't mind. Looking forward to seeing you too, Amy. I really am. Feels like it's been ages since the lectures, but it hasn't even really been that long, has it? It's like 2 months.
2 months?
A couple of months.
Yeah.
March and April, May. Yeah, 2 months.
It's crazy. Feels like longer than that though. However, it feels like it was only a few months ago that we did the last show.
I know.
Like when you think of how quickly that year's gone round, it's like, wow, yeah, scary.
I would say, Mark, and Mark knows it, I've got every year I try and do a different T-shirt, a personal T-shirt that only I have, which I make one. And this year,
just look out for it.
Look at the one I'll be wearing before the show starts, because it's a cracker, isn't it, Mark?
It is, isn't it?
It's a good one.
So Chris said he's looking forward to actually working. He is looking forward to it. He even come home from work today, was like, I'm really looking forward to the weekend.
Good man.
It's going to be cool. Style. So thank you to everybody that has come along and joined us tonight. We hope that you can all make it to the show. If there's any more questions that come up, then obviously you can get in touch with Ray, or Ray has put, like he said, on Facebook, on the Facebook group, British Tarantula Society group, the FAQs. So frequently asked questions about the show. Anything you might find on there that will answer your questions. If you've got
well, each day I'm posting up a little cartoon.
I know, I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I can't wait for the one more sleep flight. What's that?
It's a good job I'm retired, because I've got nothing better to do.
You were so excited too, yeah.
Joint effort. I with these pictures, I say to Angela, think of a subject or a picture or a film, and she comes up with it, and I put a caption to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love them. Like looking out for it.
I like that. The mystery box one.
The mystery box is a good one, isn't it?
That is a good one, yeah.
See, Adam, we'll see you there. We'll see you on Saturday, my old friend.
See you Saturday. It's been great tonight. So thank you very much, guys, for coming on and doing this stream with me. It's been awesome. We'll have to probably do, a post BTS show stream.
We have to leave it a while, because after the BTS show, I sleep for 3 weeks.
Yes, no, that's fine.
Angela goes back to her coffin, upside down in the wardrobe, don't you? And I sleep for about 3 weeks. So.
Well, recovery, you deserve it.
Then I go on holiday. Yeah, that is true.
But a massive thank you anyway to you, Ray and Angela, for the organising. Without you, it wouldn't happen. So yeah, well done.
See you on Sunday.
You see you on Sunday, everybody.
See you on.
We'll see the rest of them on Sunday.
I will see all of you guys on Sunday,
Don't
but
tell them Saturday.
we'll see you guys, Amy, etc., on Saturday.
On Saturday. See you
Everybody
on Saturday.
else on Sunday.
Everyone else on Sunday, but you guys Saturday.
Awesome.
All
yeah.
right.
So check you all later, guys. Take care.
Bye.